baby, let's just dance, dance. Let's just dance, baby. I just wanna dance, 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 dance. Can you feel it? Can you take it? Can you come and brace it? All of this electricity, do it right now, right now. Turn the volume up loud, give me your electricity.
Hello, little bitchettes. Welcome back to the bar. This is bitch number 1, Christi.
And bitch number 2, Kelly. Do you notice we're somewhere different?
Look where we are. You guys can't even tell, but we're going to tell you. We are in the Bahamas. We're at Bahamar.
In Nassau.
Yes. So
This is our tropical edition.
I was hoping that our episode would be tropical, like a tropical theme
Oh, for
of
God's
some
sakes.
sort. Wouldn't that have been insane if it would have lined up like they were
Yeah.
doing a tropical dance or something oceany?
Yeah.
But we were invited. So Bahamar is this amazing resort, and it has, I think, three different
huge.
hotels,
Yeah.
billions of restaurants, beaches, pools. And they reached out a few months ago because they have a new podcast studio.
Which I've never heard of.
I
I've
know.
never heard of a
Like
resort
a resort.
having a podcast. Yeah. So.
And so they reached
excited.
out and they were like, do you guys want to do an episode of Back to the Bar? And we're like,
yeah.
yes, we do. And first of all, the studio is amazing and beautiful, and the resort is amazing and beautiful, and we're having so much fun. It's amazing that we actually showed up to work.
Okay, but I love flamingos, and this place is all about flamingos.
I know.
I mean, like, could it not be more perfect for me?
I know.
They have a lamp over there that is a flamingo with a shade going.
And it's doing its little flamingo
I
stand.
know!
It's very,
my
very
favorite.
cute.
And we're going to do yoga
With the flamingos.
flamingos. And we're going to meet some baby flamingos.
I may faint if I see a baby flamingo. I'm just telling
do
you.
you
right
like
now.
flamingos as much as I do?
I don't think I like them as much as they're not my favorite animal, but they're in my top 5.
Oh,
I do love a flamingo.
They're definitely my top favorite.
Well, they're so pretty. Like they're so pretty.
Every time I think of a flamingo, I actually think of Abby.
Okay, that I didn't see coming. Why? Because of her long, skinny legs.
No, because when we did interview questions for
Oh,
Dance Masters,
yes.
she always said when
You
they
have to-
ask you a question, you have to answer it in a sentence. You can't just say like, "What's my favorite color?"
Pink.
Yeah. You have to say my favorite
why.
color is pink because I love flamingos. I love how they balance on one leg. They have long, skinny legs. I love the color pink. Do you
have
know
to
what I mean?
qualify it,
Yes. So every time she ever asked me, that's what I said every time was the flamingo. And
Did you do Dance Masters?
No, but I did practice.
I got you. Okay.
But like I would practice with the girls.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah, yeah.
use the example. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think of Abby.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, it's appropriate then that we're doing Back to the Bar here.
Yes.
Because this reminds you of Abby.
Oh, yay.
I just have to say, I often will talk about how lucky we are, like how do we end up here? And this is one of those moments where I'm like, oh
Yeah.
my God, we get to go
It's
on
amazing.
vacation and work.
Yeah.
And it's always one of those things like, wow, we really are lucky. Like we really are. So thank you for pressing play.
Yes.
And if you ever have an opportunity, what I like about this resort, first of all, there's like water parks and stuff. Is there something for everyone?
Yeah.
Like there's family areas. They have like nightclubs. Did you see some of the like famous DJs at the nightclubs? Did you
did
bring a
not.
nightclub dress?
Did I bring a nightclub
I
dress?
did. I'm going
For
to the
God's
club. I'm going to the
sakes.
club.
Oh my God, no! I did not bring a nightclub dress.
Well, we
I
were-
brought a bunch of muumuus
Well-
because I'm.
Well, we were laughing this morning because we both showed up and we're like, well, first of all,
I have been seeing her boobs all day,
I'm trying.
like the whole
Side.
side and bottom. I
Well-
can see. The only thing I haven't seen is the nipple yet.
Well, you can't because look, I have a thingy on them.
Well, I don't want to see them. Thank you.
Well, okay.
For God's sake, keep those puppies covered.
Well, maybe this should be a pool cover up and not like a daytime
Yeah.
dress. I'm thinking, but it's so comfortable. But we were laughing because we were at breakfast, which everything I've eaten also has been amazing.
Me too.
I know. I can't wait. We'll talk about that on the after show.
Wait until you go to the breakfast buffet that I went to today. They had this little thing. It was like flat, but it was kind of like the texture of a croissant. And then it had cream on the top in a blueberry. Oh my God. It was so good.
Oh my God. What is it?
I don't know.
Have you ever had a cronut?
Yes.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah, it was similar.
Oh,
Yes.
it's sort of like, yes. Okay. Got it. Oh, I'm all in.
It was good.
All in. So yeah, all the food's been amazing. It's a beautiful location, but I think I saw a few bachelorette parties walking through, then family. I'm very impressed that in a resort this size, it's not just like it's all families. Like you could come here with your girlfriends. You could come here on your honeymoon. You could come here with your family. I'm excited to get out and explore today.
Me too.
I know we're going to have some fun.
This is our first full day here.
Yes. So we'll have more to report back and share.
Yeah.
But also, I think the other thing that's really cool about the studio is that our sir, what is your title? Yes, you. What's your title?
Studio engineer.
Okay, so our studio engineer, he's like Oz over in the corner. He was saying that people will come, and so right now you can see people walking behind us, but there's a cafe in front of us where people are having breakfast and coffee, and they can sit and listen. But he said people have walked by and they're like, "Can we rent the studio?" And like they've come in here and done podcasts like with their families. Like that's kind of a fun
cool, yeah.
little souvenir, if you will, if you're not a
Next
podcaster.
time we'll have to bring our children.
Oh my God. It would be fun with the girls here.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know about the 5 of us here.
It could be dangerous.
It might be dangerous. I don't know if they like us that much, Kelly, because I think we were putting on a show at dinner last night.
I know. I think it was you.
You always think it's me.
I know.
I don't know. I think it's you.
But you want to know what the craziest thing is? We went to dinner. We both ordered the same thing.
Always.
We always like the same things. And we both woke up this morning and we're like, do you know what was in our pasta? Like, we got pasta with, like, seafood. But I don't remember what the seafood is, and neither does she.
But it was so good.
So you know we had a good time because we don't remember what we ate. The fact that both of us couldn't remember is scary.
I was like, I know there was lobster of some sort.
There was?
Yeah. I do know that. I don't know anything else. But my mushrooms were really good, too. I do know that. Anyway, so we are never leaving. This is our new permanent home. So get used to looking at us in the studio. Because,
yeah, we're actually filming 2 episodes here.
Mm-hmm. And the mini, the mini will come out before any of it. But anyway, so let's talk about this episode, shall we?
Yes.
Oh, my word. We started to talk about it on the flight yesterday, and I'm like, no, we can't because we had so much to say. And I'm always afraid to talk to you before we start recording because then all of our true reactions and opinions, you miss it. And we were cackling on the flight, though, yesterday. Mm-hmm. We were like, it just becomes more and more unhinged every week. Like, what is happening in LA? Like, what is going on? Because we were both subjected to some really crazy shit. And this is crazy. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, thank
I can't believe
God.
how rude they're all being to Holly.
Yes.
Like, I mean, downright, like, they don't want to listen to Nia's song. They don't want to...
Oh, well, that's the next episode. We'll get into that in the next episode. But I mean...
anytime it's something to do with Nia, they're kind of just like...
And it's not just Abby, which...
No!
They're all rude.
Yeah.
You know, and I have to say, I don't blame Holly for if she has some ongoing hard feelings about that. Because I still hold... I mean, we know I hold on to resentment. Like, I still hold on to some resentment.
Everybody holds grudges sometimes, but...
I mean, but they're really just being... rude.
Yeah.
Like rude. And Holly, she's not going low back, you know, where I go low.
No.
Like you go low, I'm going to go low, you know, which
Well,
how
that's
about,
the difference
how about
between
you?
us and Holly.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about you?
Definitely.
Like you go low, we're going lower. Holly's keeping it classy, but she's also clearly upset. But I have...
Well, everybody would be.
Yeah. I have some commentary on the next
especially
episode.
when they're your friends.
Friends. We use that very loosely.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get into season 5, episode 29, a baby dance mama drama. Okay, so I'm looking. Episode
You got some
was aired.
tweets.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about mine.
Okay.
Because when I read mine, I'm like, oh my. It's a little triggering, mine, when you read it, you know? I'm like,
Yeah, what was going on?
I don't know, but it's triggering.
God, that was all the way back in 2015.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we have Maddie has an article. That's a really pretty picture of Maddie, by the way. Very pretty. Holly. So it just goes to show, like, I mean, we know that the show is wildly popular by season 5. But it just goes to show, like, Holly did an interview with Essence Magazine, how dance mom Holly Frazier approaches parenting in the public eye. JoJo has a new song. Like, it's just everybody has careers outside of just the show at this point. And I think that's exciting because it just goes to show, like, the opportunities that everybody had.
Yeah.
But also, I wish, and this is something I think Jill actually told me that Jess said this a few times. I wish that the moms, including us when we were there, had realized our full potential outside of the show. Sorry, because we were so nervous about making everybody happy on the show. I think sometimes we sacrificed opportunities for ourselves outside of it. And I wish that we had done a better job of it. And honestly, Jess used to say, you don't need this. Like, your kids are stars, about JoJo. And look at what she did for JoJo.
Yeah.
And Melissa would do things outside of the, and be like, I don't care, you know, whatever. And I think
But Melissa didn't have the pressure. Like, they really made us work way more than, say, Melissa.
Oh, you mean like
on
on
we
the
went
show?
to lunch every day and had to film. So she could be at home getting opportunities.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, by the time I got home at 10:30 at night, like,
You were exhausted.
I was exhausted, and then get up the next morning, get the kids off to school and whatever, and then I'm doing the laundry. And Melissa has
Always had
a
help.
house cleaner, and do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I did not have
I
anybody.
didn't either.
The only thing I had was, because Clara was a toddler, is my neighbor, Kelly, my other Kelly, she would babysit Clara while I was working. But it's not like in the day, I would have a toddler all day, you know, when we were doing stuff,
yeah, we were all stupid for not.
pursuing more things. Also,
And we knew nothing about, like, branding
Yes.
and stuff like that. See, when JoJo came on, they knew about that kind of stuff. So they had a goal.
and the world had changed substantially in those 4 years from 2011 when we premiered
Yes.
to 2015. Also, I can remember sitting there with you where we would be like Googling between season 1 and 2, like a manager or an agent. And I can remember sitting in a couple of meetings when we finally found people who would take meetings with us in LA, and they would literally say to us, we're like, our kids have millions of followers on social media. And social media was just like kind of a
Just
new
starting,
thing.
yeah.
Do you remember we were sitting at one big agency and they said, there's really nothing we can do with them until they get older. Nobody thinks kids don't have influence. Meanwhile, there
Yeah.
are huge families now with children that have entire, like, portfolios of career stuff that they've done before they're 3.
Yeah.
But the times were different. They really were. Which I think, in a way, like, we missed out on. But also, I think, too, that might have contributed to why people actually liked us, because we were very authentic. Like, when people go on now, like Love Island or The Bachelor, everybody's going on to basically build a social media career. We weren't. Like,
Oh, no.
We
were
weren't-
just doing our normal lives, what we always did. There was just a camera there.
Yep. I mean, and our big opportunity was we were on TV. You know, not like we were building social media. Social media kind of became a byproduct of
I
it.
still don't even know how to build my social media. 15 years later, and I'm still just whatever.
But also, that's kind of become your social media brand, which
Yeah.
is fun because. But Kelly, you posted that insane outtake where you accidentally filmed the table, and I think it had like 200,000 likes. Like, nobody else can do that. But everybody loved it because they're like, oh God, it's Kelly. Yeah. All right.
Let's talk about these outfits.
Oh my God. Why is Holly wearing a jazzercise outfit?
I did. Yeah, that's true.
Holy
And I think,
shit.
Didn't Melissa have that shirt on a few episodes ago? I think she did.
Maybe.
Because I remember saying I liked it.
Maybe, but I'm telling you what, like Jess and Jill are both wearing shrugs, but Jill literally has on like a couch throw. It looks like she was cold and put on a throw blanket.
Yeah.
It's
not crazy about
bad.
that.
And then that long skirt, it's just bad.
I think Holly's is the worst.
Oh my God. Holly's, I actually gasped. I was like, oh God, that's bad, Holly. Like, I love it. And Holly, I like her stuff a lot because it's very classic for the most part. This is bad. And then that belt.
How about their shoes?
Yeah, Melissa's. Didn't you wear those shoes last night to dinner? Melissa's shoes?
No.
They look similar.
No.
Oh my God. Kelly had on
Kira's are crazy. They're white and black, strappy, and a gold heel. Or no, that's not a gold heel.
Oh my God, and her pants have like a sheer panel. Jeez. Oh my God, now I can see them.
Yeah.
I couldn't see them here. I'm looking there. Those are wild.
Yeah, they're a bit much.
Guess what Kelly had on dinner last night?
What did I have on?
You had on your I met Mr. Trump in his office dress. So Kelly was wearing the dress that she was wearing when we went up to Donald Trump's office. Before he was the president. He was only the apprentice at that point. But I was laughing because I was like, I've seen that dress before. And you're like,
I wore it to the
shut up
fashion show, not to Trump.
Yeah, the Donald Trump office thing was a byproduct. Someday we'll tell that whole story in its entirety, but not yet.
Oh my God, look at Jill's bump. From the side view.
Oh my
Look
God.
at that side view.
Wait a minute. You can actually like see through
I
it.
know.
Usually it's solid.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe she didn't tease it enough. Have you ever seen Jill's process for that?
No.
It's pretty aggressive. I will say, like, Jess is just wearing little flat ballerinas. Fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Why are the girls wearing hard hats? I get
Because
it.
of the construction.
I get it,
Oh
but
my
also
God.
stupid.
That was something stupid that, like, one of the producers are like, oh, we're having construction. Let's have them wear construction hats and look like idiots.
Look at my notes there. I literally wrote why.
Yeah.
Because it's dumb. I think Abby looks good.
I do too.
I thought she looked good here, but you know why she looks good?
Why?
Because there's boys in the studio. Men. How about when they walk in? She's like pimping out the mom. She's like, give him a hug. I'm like,
Ew.
gross. Stop. Stop. All right. So we're in the parking lot. Everybody arrives. And Kelly. I actually laughed out loudly, when they're like, well, there's a dumpster. And I was like, is Kelly inside?
Oh, stop.
When they said there's a dumpster, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, is it Kelly's dumpster? Is she hiding? What if you would have popped out of the dumpster? Remember I was popping out from behind the curtain?
I should. That would have been funny.
I literally screamed.
How about Holly? She's like, Kelly, you're, or was it, I think you said it too, but Holly was appalled.
Holly, she's like,
she
Kelly,
was like appalled that I was in that dump.
She's like, you are going to really hate this.
She's like, Kelly, you want to move because you're not going to be happy with the way this looks.
Well, you literally like had that old
I couldn't get them away
1970s
from
lounge chair open up like
a shield.
Like you were in war. Like you were in war.
I was at war.
You were in your...
With Brian Stinson.
Yes.
I wanted to kill him that day.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kill him.
Yeah. Do you remember, because you were mad, because you're like, Paige is just sitting there, and Abby came out and was like, there was a dance, I think she said Travis Wall had choreographed, where one person walked around the edge of the stage, like, during the whole dance. The only thing they did was walk. Like, that was there. Remember, she was, like, using that as her, she's like, this is artistic. And you know what? I will say I would have been just as pissed if my daughter wasn't dancing. However, when the dance was on stage, I think when Paige died at the end, that was one of the most impactful parts.
I agree. But they didn't do it. It wasn't like Paige had a special part. Like how Maddie gets a special part. They did it to piss me off.
Oh, 100%.
They knew that would piss me off.
And the props in this episode are designed to piss Jill off.
Yeah.
So let's just keep going. So we go inside. It's still work in progress. Everybody's excited. Did you see Jill do her cartwheels? Did you see they had
like
to blur out her
them
crotch?
legs. No, I didn't see that.
Apparently we had a crotch shot. So she needed that little like that camel toe thing that Melissa always sends.
Ew.
You know, like that cover up.
I don't like camel toe.
No, it's that. She always sends
know.
it. It's that product, which I don't even understand how it works. I don't want to know.
either.
And honestly, I've never been sent the ad because I'm fine in that realm. But then Melissa, I'm so sorry. Her dancing and going, ah, I was annoyed. Sorry, I was annoyed.
And then she gives Abby a hug.
She's like, we're so proud of you. And then she says, I'm shocked. Abby's energy is different and she's happier. Why do you think that is?
Because she got new floors.
Well, I said she got her way.
Yeah.
She has an LA studio.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure is off her now so we can actually practice in the studio. Oh my gosh. So like a week ago, we went and had facials by one of Abby's old students,
Yes.
Melina. And when she was doing mine, we were talking. And I didn't know Melina very well because she came later.
I didn't either.
You know, she was like a senior, very beautiful girl, beautiful dancer. But she said something that I really like stopped. And she said, well, you know, once the show started, she's like, Abby absolutely did not care about any of us anymore. She said the only thing she cared about was opening an LA studio. And this is coming from somebody who has nothing to do with the show, who was an Abby student, because Abby's always pushing the narrative. I care so much about my kids, you know, I'm giving them opportunity. And she literally was like, she didn't care about us, like not at all. So just pointing that out.
All about her.
So then Abby announces that the studio is going to open the week of nationals because, you know, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, why in the world would you open your studio the week of nationals?
Well, so, you know, they can perform and sign autographs, which is, you know, that translates to, right? She can charge money to meet the children.
Yeah.
And Jill's like, Abby always thinks big. No one can take that away from her. Nationals is our first priority, but I think Abby's first priority is the grand opening.
Yes, I would say.
And this is what the kids work towards nationals. I hope Abby isn't too distracted.
Jill.
But also, nationals is code for dance moms. Like, the show is our priority because they wouldn't be there without the show.
Yeah.
And that's what Jill's saying. She's like, you have to show up and film the show that is putting you on the map to have a studio in LA. You can't do one without the other. And that's what Abby always, I think, kind of forgot. She was always like, well, I'm Abby Lee Miller. Well, people only care that you're Abby Lee Miller because
you're on a TV
dance
show.
moms.
Yeah.
So she like congratulates them on their win, and she reminds them that nationals is 2 weeks away. And then they show the flashback of that dance, and I hated that dance.
Yeah.
I did not like that dance. And then she's like, you know, I don't think you guys are technically prepared, nor have you improved from last year.
Well, whose fault is that?
Exactly. And
Like, they have been complaining that they don't get classes. So you're saying they haven't improved. Well, they're asking for classes.
Yep. And she's not concerned about classes because she has them touring the world at this point. We all know that. They're on a world tour.
There's little girls looking in.
They're on a world tour right now for her. Like, come take master classes. I know how much she paid them to go.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I do. Wait till I tell you. You're going to die.
Not much,
Not much at all. The only thing I think they really got to make any money from was their individual photos they sold. And the moms
That's crazy.
The moms had to work the desk.
For free. That's why me and you would have never gone.
No, I think it's crap.
Working for her.
So another.
Remember she wanted me to work at the front desk. Do you remember that?
I do remember that.
She wanted me to work at the front desk. My husband was like, Kelly, first of all, you don't need to work. Second of all, like, she would be so difficult to work for.
I forgot.
I actually considered it.
And
like, what was I thinking?
I think that's when she hired Melissa.
Yeah.
Or I don't think Melissa was hired. I think Melissa just did it. You know?
Well, she probably knew I turned her down, and she's like, oh, I'll do it.
100%.
Yeah.
So another year's gone by. My team isn't really any better. And then she's like, you can't make a kid want something. If they wanted it, they'd be practicing at home every second they had. Maybe they have other goals now, or maybe, just maybe, the lights of Hollywood have blinded them.
They haven't had a second at home.
No, and like, we just said how hard it was for us to get things done. Maybe not at this point because the girls are in LA, so I think they're all being tutored. But our kids were still going to school. And now these guys are touring. So you do a tour, you're on a flight, you're exhausted. When we were on tour, we're exhausted. Now imagine after we do a show at night, going home and stretching.
Yeah, plus you've been dancing all day.
Exactly, but not technique. You're just doing the same choreography over and over and over.
Because you're learning a dance in 3 days. So those 3 days, that's all you're doing is working on that dance.
Yep.
Okay, so now pyramid.
Oh, at the bottom of the pyramid, Kalani. I felt everyone would be in danger if I just threw someone in the group dance after they've already spent a day working on it. I call crap on that.
Yeah.
I do. She just didn't feel like, whatever reason, she wasn't putting Kalani in it. Mind you, like 2 weeks before, or I'm sorry, like a month and a half before when they were in Australia, she threw Kalani in 1 day before competition or whatever that performance was. So this is just a lie. JoJo is next. Unfortunately, you forgot your dance. You choked.
But she improv'd and did well. Like
to me, that's
she could have ran off the stage. Like when Paige would run off the stage, she would always yell at her and be like, "You need to stay and continue dancing. Just do something." Well, JoJo did that, and she still got in trouble. Like,
other people
what do you want?
Would have been a professional, but
Exactly.
Yep. So Jess is like, does that mean she definitely doesn't have a solo at nationals? Yes, accept it and move on. And Jess is like, I was just asking.
Yeah.
And Abby says, you don't need to ask me ever again. Oh my God. Then is Nia. She goes, you let the kid walk up your back. You did what you needed to do. My notes on here literally says she hates her. Like she just hates her at this point. It's really sad.
Yeah.
And then Holly.
Do you think something happened to make her hate her?
No, I think we were gone, and I think Holly was sticking up for doing things. I think
She hated her just like she hated us because we were doing our job.
Oh, and also doing things that Abby didn't get a piece of.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't getting 10%.
Well, I'm telling you, that's why she ended up hating me, is because I wouldn't have her manage Brooke.
Yeah.
That was like the downfall.
Well, translation, she hated me because I wouldn't give her a percentage of anything Chloe did outside of the show.
But why should you have?
Because she felt she was entitled to that. But that's why. And so I think if Holly had turned around and just said, Mahiki was still her manager, all of it, and she just said, you know what? Here's 10%. I think Abby would have been fine. I do.
Yeah.
I do. And
But we never made money on those things. So, like,
well,
Brooke did
our
her video.
appearances, though, and stuff, she wanted 10% of, Cal.
But this music stuff, like, I don't know if they got paid, but when Brooke did her videos and recordings and stuff, like, we didn't make anything off of that at all.
Well, but here's the difference, because this is 4 years later, and YouTube is a thing. Brooke's video didn't go up on YouTube. They went up on YouTube, so they're making, like, if they have millions of views, they're making YouTube money.
See, we didn't do that.
Or downloads, because back then, I think you paid 99 cents for the download, which I don't think it's like that now, right? You just you pay a subscription to Spotify or whatever. And then, so I think that's what she's looking at.
Yeah.
And Holly in her interview says, Abby has a history of handpicking whom she wants to do a solo at nationals. Nia's not getting a solo at nationals. It's not part of Abby's plan. Never has been. Probably never will be.
No.
Kendall's third because she placed third at the competition. Next up is Maddie because she was exquisite and in the group. And Mackenzie is first. And it says, Maddie, you are supposed to be the lead in the group dance, but it was Mackenzie they kept talking about. So now we're going to sheer talent. Abby's own personal
I was just going to say that.
And she reminds Kendall this week that she's
competing against Maddie
for a solo. And she's like, you know that Maddie's been beaten before. It's not impossible, but isn't impossible for Kendall. What do you think the chances are that Abby's going to ever give them a fair shake?
Never.
None.
Never.
Kendall hasn't beaten Maddie in years, so this is an important solo. That's Jill. I would guarantee that's a pickup because Jill, that killed her to say that. And I'm not saying because Jill's delusional. It's just, you have to keep perpetuating that narrative. And it's like hard to be like, my kid's not good enough. So you say it in a pickup.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. And she says, Kendall is doing a solo called Blowing Red, and it's inspired by Little Red Riding Hood. and Maddie's doing the woods, and it's a little darker. I thought that was interesting that Little Red Riding Hood and the woods kind of went together.
Yeah.
And then she says Mackenzie has a routine that is called batshit crazy.
How about Melissa laughing at that?
The title of your routine is Bat Crazy.
I love that.
How about her swearing in front of the children? Because she gives us such a hard time for anything, and she's just throwing it out there. And I'm like, did she get fined for that?
Probably not.
No, of course not. And Abby in her interview says, Maddie and Kendall are going head to head, but Mackenzie's not in the same age category. To me, it doesn't matter. They all need to be amazing. And then Abby's like, Kenzie is literally a bat. And then Jill's like, you're the one that's batshit crazy, not Mackenzie. Abby laughs and licks her lips.
Yeah, I think Abby, like, knew that.
Oh, she loved it. She,
Yeah.
like, thought that was cute. By the way, if you're all drinking, go ahead and drink for that lip licking. Yeah. What did I say? Lipping?
Lip licking.
That just makes me uncomfortable. So now their group is doing Always a Bridesmaid, and it's inspired by the movie Bridesmaids. Okay, it took me a minute to put this together, but Detective Lucasiak figured out, I was like, this is, what? Like, what are we doing? Bridesmaids.
Kira's getting married.
Well, kind of. Yes, I do. Because they're going to have the shower and like, are we getting married? But also, this was filmed in May. Maddie had done the Grammys in February. And Kristen Wiig from Bridesmaids, which Bridesmaids came out in 2011, by the way, so this was like 4 years after, did Chandelier with Maddie on stage at the Grammys. So Abby, in my mind, was like dying to like tie Bridesmaids in somehow. Right? Once you know that, or you're like, of course.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't.
But I also did think about.
Yeah.
Because she was really pushing for the bridal baby shower.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Which I have
why
to
would
say.
You have a bridal shower? She's not getting married.
But I think that was the point, is Abby wanted to make it seem like there was something wrong with it. And I think Kira shut down that storyline by not reacting to it.
Well, she's learning.
That's right. Because I think.
We never did.
Nope. So they start rehearsing, and Abby starts doing the choreography with Gianna. She goes, I need somebody smart over here. I wrote, we'd be out.
I'm definitely out.
We wouldn't be there.
Dingbat.
Listen, I said, I want the girls to be able to portray characters, but doing a musical theater piece can be risky. I wrote, except if you own the competition. I'm hoping that we're going to get away with musical theater this week and win. I think you're going to be all right, Abs. I'm just saying.
I think they do musical theater well.
I do too. I always liked our kids doing musical theater.
I do too.
I thought they did. And I think Abby choreographs musical theater well.
I do too.
I really do.
Mm-hmm. Although Ed Phelan did a lot of our.
That's true.
Yeah, he did a lot of that for us.
That's true. So we see Abby on a new chair, and I wrote justice for the cheese mat. Where it's been such a loyal, faithful companion all these years, and it just gets thrown out.
Did you notice how it's high? Like, so
she always wanted to sit on a high chair, and
because so she don't have to bend and stand up.
Yep. So now Kira is in the viewing room with the moms, and she's like, my boyfriend was planning to propose in Australia, but that fell through.
Why did it fall through? Just because she found out she was pregnant?
But you would think that would be more of a reason,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Hi. So in her interview, Kira says,
I loved this.
I did too.
I just thought it was funny. She's like, yeah.
No, go ahead. You can say it.
She just was like, I'm not traditional at all, and it doesn't matter to me. I know I have a boyfriend at home that loves me and my kids. And she looks at the camera and is like, there's a lot of unhappy people married.
And that is a fact.
Yes.
And that is a fact. And I don't think they ever did get married. But I have to say, so Kira had Kalani and Jax from her first two marriages. Well, I don't know if she ever married Kalani's dad. But anyway, she had two children from other relationships in her life. And I think David was always really good to her kids.
I've never met him.
Yeah, so she is in fact true. Like, I have a boyfriend at home that loves her.
It's a piece of paper.
They're still
that
together.
You're married. And especially if it's like your second or third. I agree with her.
Would you ever get remarried?
I don't think so.
I don't either. I don't.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I wouldn't be with anyone, but to dissolve a marriage is difficult. Like,
Yeah.
it's very, very difficult. And at this stage of my life, I'm like, All right. So Kira calls Abby over, and she's like, well, since all of the adults are here, she goes like this. She goes, well, I am pregnant. And they're like, well, how far along? She's like, 5 months. And everyone's like, oh, you don't say. And I'm like, what? Like, no reaction.
I think they
None.
knew.
Of course they
I
knew,
think they
Kelly.
knew because
She's 5 months pregnant.
yeah.
And Kira has a little waist. I mean, and I think it was pretty obvious in some of
Yeah.
those scenes that she
Yeah.
had like a little belly. But also, you're not going to be with people 24/7 living at the Grove and not tell people you're pregnant.
Yeah.
But I mean, the moms could have done a better job. I
How
know
about
we're not
Holly?
actresses.
She's like, that explains why you've been on edge.
Well, what's our excuse, Hall? What's ours?
Yeah, I definitely wasn't pregnant.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, exactly. And then Kira goes, now everybody can figure out why my moods have been so drastically different. It's a relief for everybody to find out why I'm gaining so much weight. Which honestly, like, that is a very truthful statement as a woman. I feel like.
I didn't notice that she was getting heavy though.
No, I would say in that moment, because it was probably, it was 5 months later, I did think her face looked a little fuller in.
But I mean, like me watching it as a viewer
Oh,
because
no.
I wasn't there. So I'm watching it as everybody else. Like I wouldn't have been like, oh, Kira's pregnant.
No, we only, I think, noticed it because we knew.
Yeah.
So we were
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe she's hiding a belly there. But I mean, I just was dead at the mom's, like, zero reaction to somebody's pregnant. They're like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we know we're not actresses, but you guys could have showed up with a little bit more like, oh,
Yeah.
like something. Give her something. So now Abby's like, yay!
Bridal baby shower.
Yay!
That was so fake. Her yay.
Oh, I know. I have a question. Remember when we did Melissa's bachelorette party?
Yeah.
Did we do that or did Abby? I know production
It was
did it.
production.
No, but did they make it seem like we put that together, or
I
was
don't
it? I feel
remember.
like they made it to be us because she didn't want it.
I think so, yeah.
So we were like the jerks who forced her to do it.
yeah.
But I wondered if Abby. Abby just liked the stripper.
Oh my, do you remember that stripper? I was like, oh my God.
Meanwhile, she was so excited about
Like,
it.
could we have, it just shows the budget we were working on.
That's true. So then Jill and Melissa said, oh, it should just be a baby shower since Kira isn't
Yes.
engaged. And Abby goes, well, it's putting the buggy before the horse.
Well, that's Kira's choice, Abby, not yours.
And Melissa's hysterical because she goes, I think Kira should get married if she wants to get married, but it is 2015. Life is different. It's not up to Abby to decide whether you should get married, live together, live in sin. And she goes, she's not an angel. And I wrote,
She actually
wishes.
said something negative about Abby.
But I literally wrote, she wishes. So then Mahiki calls Holly in the viewing area, and Holly and Nia step outside to take a call, and then Abby runs out.
She's ridiculous. She used to do that shit with me too, but they didn't show it.
And she starts
Nebbing.
heckling.
But she's
Heckling.
nebbing to listen to their phone call.
Yep. And she's like,
how rude is that?
tell him he has to get up early to keep up with Abby Lee Miller.
Meanwhile, Abby don't get up early.
Oh my God, wait, that lady has faces on her kimono. That's funny. Like printed faces of a human.
They're probably her kid.
I don't know. That's funny.
Hi.
All these little
How
kids
cute.
are coming up. They are cute. Aw. And Holly's... I love Holly. Holly here, she so desperately wants to be like, even though Abby's trying to... Well, I'll say what she says, and then we'll translate it. She goes, even though Abby doesn't necessarily want to support Nia's music career, she's fascinated and wants to know every little detail. Why do you care? You don't want to give her an opportunity,
Yeah.
so what difference does it make? So do we think the word fascinated is code for obsessed or stalking or jealous or... 'Cause I was actually laughing when Holly goes, because she stopped and like goes, fascinated with Nia's career. I thought that was such a funny choice of words.
Yeah.
So the Holly goes back in and she's like, hey, I got a call from Mahiki. And Jill goes, good.
Jill and Melissa's responses, this whole part here, rude.
And she's like,
Very, like,
just
not a friend.
No.
I feel like.
And then she's like, Abby had something smart to say. And Melissa goes, well, I think Abby's been pretty nice about Nia's music. And then she goes, I mean, she does her digs, but I think she could be way worse. Do you see Holly's face? Holly's like, seriously?
Yeah.
Like, the bar is in hell. Like, if that's what you have to be, like, happy about, come on. I love Holly's face here.
I love Holly in this moment. Like, she's just like,
yeah, shut
you
up,
guys
Melissa.
are not a genuine friend.
No. And she's like, oh, every time I bring it up, they're like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And she's like, you can tell it's not genuine. And she goes, it's very clear everyone does not celebrate this opportunity for Nia.
Which, why not? I mean.
And here's the thing.
Did you guys feel that way when Brooke did her music video?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I think it was different when Brooke did it. Like, when Brooke did it, it wasn't to compete against, like, Nia competing against Kendall's. It was, I think the reason they had Brooke do it, well, first of all, because Brooke never stopped singing.
Ever.
She sang all day long.
You know who else does that? Who? Clara.
Oh, yeah?
Never stops singing. It'll be 3 a.m. and I'll hear her. I'm like, can you shut up? I'm like, I'm trying to sleep.
But Brooke never stopped singing. But Brooke didn't have a real spot on the show because she had nobody to compete against. So that's why I think they had Brooke do it. Not this, Nia's was better than Kendall's or I can't even speak, Mackenzie's or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it was a different.
I agree.
I think people felt different. I think that's why people did not complain about Brooke doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do agree with that. And
I don't think it was that people liked Brooke better, is what I'm saying.
No. And I don't think that is the case. I don't think anybody liked somebody better or even remotely. I think it was because Brooke doing that didn't take away from anyone else.
Exactly.
And we did say a few weeks ago, I got where Jill was upset about the week of Kendall's music video premiere, and they kept pushing Holly to talk about Nia's. I would have been aggravated with that as well in that week. Now, I don't agree with with Melissa and Jill now, how they're behaving. Because
there's nothing against them.
It doesn't take
Exactly.
anything away from any of the other kids.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, I think, when you see it all the time online when somebody is like, oh my God, I'm jealous of this person because they make a lot of money. Well, if that person makes a lot of money, that doesn't take money away from you. You can
go out and work harder.
And have an opportunity or whatever. By one person having more doesn't take it away right now. Mm-hmm. The week of Kendall's premiere, when it was being overshadowed, I agree with that. Mm-hmm. So I could see Jill's side then, not now.
Yeah.
So they do go to the reality TV awards that night.
Kendall's dress looked like it was cute.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't see the whole thing, but
yeah, I think it is cute. Holly looks great in this picture. Did you see this with her black satin dress? I think Holly looks great. Yeah, cute. All right, so now we are back, and it's 2 days to competition. Nobody's outfits.
Oh, Jill looks pretty.
Wildly offensive. Abby's star earrings, though, are wildly offensive. Those earrings are aggressive.
Those are Abby, though, man. I never saw those.
But it's
those are right up her alley. I'm surprised she doesn't wear them more often.
She probably lost them. Yep.
Yeah, I kind of like them earrings.
Gianna looks like she went out last night. Oh, she was. She was at the reality award. Apparently, she went out drinking the night.
Yeah, she was always looking rough.
Yes. So they are now rehearsing Kenzie's solo. And Melissa's like, oh, God, in my interview, I have to talk about my other kid. That's totally the vibe she's giving. Because she's like, well, this week, Mackenzie has an Acro Jazz number, and it's based on Abby. And then Holly is literally sitting in the viewing room, and she's like, I don't believe in the whole countdown to nationals. She's like,
Abby already knows who's doing a solo.
And
which
the costumes are ordered.
They were ordered 2 months ago.
Exactly.
So she definitely knows.
And then Melissa's like, Mackenzie's not getting a solo over Kendall or Maddie, and she knows
She's
that.
in a different age group. So why wouldn't she do a solo? That makes no sense.
And then production told Kira to bring up the fact that Kenzie has beaten Maddie recently and has a better track record, which I think was a little like to try to make Melissa aggravated. She doesn't bite. And Holly in her interview says, Melissa should have more faith in Mackenzie. It's sad that instead of being supportive, Melissa doesn't give her confidence. But do you see when they're talking about Mackenzie, Melissa's smirk? I wonder if Mackenzie, I know the kids don't typically watch the show, but I feel like if Mackenzie saw some of that, it would be very hurtful.
Yeah. I feel like Melissa had her period this week. She was like bitchy this week. Melissa usually doesn't say or react to anything. And she was very bitchy this week. I think she had her period.
Maybe.
That's my guess.
Maybe. Abby's licking her lips. Drink. And in her interview, Abby says, the solo is difficult. I hope she's mature enough to get it together and be beautiful on stage. So now Kenzie goes up to the viewing area and she's crying because she doesn't feel comfortable doing her solo. Melissa is annoyed. She's like, please, Kenzie, don't cry. It's a solo, for God's sake. It's not the end of the world. Kenzie's like, I can't do it. Then she just lets out a string so much that the entire thing is bleeped of expletives. So if you or someone you know is a lip reader, I would really like somebody to tell me what she said.
What's going on? Because
she was just like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you're saying that to your daughter who's upset.
Kenzie, this is ridiculous.
And I think they all got that way when they felt so much pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. So now Abby is giving Kenzie a hard time for crying during her solo. And she's like, I don't understand why you're 10 years old. I'm seeing tears all the time. You're a baby. Mackenzie goes, no, I'm not. And Abby's like, only babies cry. And then I wanted to do this for everyone. In case you can't see, I'm making the Abby cry face.
Let me call my mommy.
You big baby. I have it on speed dial. I'm crying. And then Abby's like, Mackenzie looks at her and she goes, everyone cries. That's right, Mackenzie.
Yes, everybody does cry.
You need to toughen up a little. What's going to happen in audition? Are you going to cry when you're just standing there and you don't get it? And then Kenzie's like, but I'm doing it on stage and I'm going to lose. Anyway, it just ends. It cuts to commercial. So then up in the viewing area, Jess is like, hey, are you nesting to Kira? And Kira's like, not yet. Don't you nest at the end? Like when
usually,
like
cleaning and stuff like that. Yeah, but I was surprised she didn't have like the room and stuff done. Like Melissa, she's like, I was 2 months and I had it all done.
Oh God.
I think Kira wanted to punch her.
Yeah,
like none of your business.
I had all of the clothes hanging. Everything was color coordinated. I went to Gymboree and bought the whole wall. Remember, she used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
Which honestly,
we all did.
We all did.
I think everybody in America did.
We used to show up. I guess that when Chloe and Paige were little, like at the beginning, we were still at Gymboree because they were toddlers. Yeah. And then it would go on from there. But then in her interview, Melissa's like, Kira doesn't seem super excited yet. I think she's still in shock, so it's not fun. But she'll be excited when she sees the baby shower we're going to surprise her with. And I was like, oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, she's going to love it.
And she's like, we're going to do it at the dance competition.
Yay. What?
I just was reading the next part because I've been dying to say this.
Go ahead.
So they're in group rehearsal and doing Always a Bridesmaid, and Abby describes each girl's character. So Kenzie's the maid of honor, who's going to wear pigtails, by the way. She knows all the rules and has everyone towing the line. Kalani is her mother to a T. She's there for the food and the drinks, kind of more for the drinks. Maybe we would have gotten along with Kira.
Yeah.
JoJo is in her first wedding ever, and she wants to let everyone know that she's the star of the show. Do you feel that way?
Mackenzie?
No. Oh, I'm sorry. JoJo is in her first wedding ever. Then she goes, Maddie is a superstar now. Maddie is the new it girl. She doesn't really have time for some friend back home, and she's over it. And I'm like, that is proving a really, crappy lesson. So you ditch your friends because you have success.
Maddie has no friends, so... I mean, really, who's she?
Sandy.
She has a few. Sandy, a couple other dance teachers, used to be with Ed and stuff, but not friends like me and you. Why? If I'm
a superstar,
I'm not gonna just drop you.
No,
because you're not a superstar.
Look at Taylor Swift with her oh my God, the girl from 15, Abigail met a boy. She talks about her redheaded friend from high school. Taylor Swift went back and was at her, like, in her wedding, I think, and sang at her wedding because they were best friends. She's Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But, like, what lesson are you teaching Maddie, Abby? I think that's really crappy. And then this is where I died. Nia is the old hag.
Like, how
She's been in more weddings than she cares to admit. Is
Yeah, 'cause
this
she has lots of friends.
Now, Nia is the old hag. She has been in more weddings than she cares to admit.
Abby not aware that she's on camera? Like, the black thing in front of her is a lens to the world. These are not internal
I don't
thoughts,
think Abby cares.
Kelly, this is wild that she said she's an old hag. And just so we're clear, if my daughter was there, she would have been the hag. Like, she would have
I don't know.
absolutely made her the hag. But that's, I'm saying, because she always made Chloe, like, the rude things, you know?
Yeah.
So now Nia gets the rude ones. And then Kendall's just vapid like her mother. All right, so the moms are talking about the group routine, and they're like, okay, it's musical theater, blah. So now Kendall's doing Blowing Red, and then Abby's like, I know how your mother loves props. And
Which is why they give it to her all the time.
yes.
Which is why the producers do everything. We each had our little thing that
You were a
irritated
costume.
us. Yeah.
Like bad costumes.
Yeah.
So Jill's like, oh, for the love of God, a prop. And Abby's like, Kendall's doing a new age cutthroat Red Riding Hood. The scarf signifies the hood. It's a prop. We know that Kendall is not great with props. Then why give it to her? Aren't you giving her like
But
a
look at
chance?
Abby's expression. She was like, she knew, like, she's like, I'm giving this to you to screw you.
Yeah. I love this idea. I think it really lends something to Kendall's dancing. It makes it more interesting to look at. So Kendall's struggling with the prop. And Jill says, go ahead.
I can see what, like, have you ever thrown a scarf?
Yeah, you can't determine where it's going to go.
It has no weight to it. Do you
Yes.
know what I mean? Like,
If somebody goes like this, achoo, in the audience, the scarf's going to go, "Ping," and you're going to miss it. You know, like
Yeah,
you don't know. The littlest thing can make a scarf go somewhere else.
exactly. Yeah.
And Jill's like, when you have a prop, it lends itself to error. And Jill says Maddie doesn't get props because that might leave room for error, and Abby can't have that for Maddie right now, but ever.
I mean, she'll have a prop in a group dance.
Yeah, because it makes her the special one.
Yeah, but
So then Jill says to Melissa, the stakes are high for Maddie if she loses because she's so big in the public eye. And Melissa's sitting there like. And then Kira chimes in and she's like, Maddie's lost twice. Did you see Melissa? She's like, she's so mad that Kira brought that up.
Yeah.
So mad. So now Maddie's rehearsing the woods.
well, you were. How many times has my daughter beat your daughter?
That is true. However, we all had to sit there.
Sorry,
and
I
listen.
just had to bring that up because it was such a moment.
It's true, but also we have to sit here all the time and talk about what losers our kids are.
I know.
Like, she's lost twice, not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And in Studio A, Abby is describing Maddie's character in her solo as hauntingly beautiful. And she's like, she's portraying a tree that comes to life and has a mind of its own. It embodies the branches and leaves. And then when she's like talking to Maddie in the rehearsal, she's like, and your trunk is giving way to the branch. None of it makes sense. Not one of it. And Maddie's just looking at her like, so you want me to like releve here? Like, what do you, Just give me the choreography.
I absolutely loved her dance.
I did
talk
too.
about that when we get there.
So Jill's
costume
licking
and
her
everything.
lips, drink, and Abby's up on her feet. She's helping Maddie just point this out, which is a sharp contrast from everybody else. And Jill's like, Maddie's a shoo-in for nationals, even if Kendall wins this weekend. She's like, the only way Maddie's not doing a solo at nationals is she gets a job and can't be here. And she says, like last year, Maddie didn't do nationals because she had a job. That is not true. Abby would not put Maddie in season 4 nationals because she was terrified that they were going to have a good LA dancer that would beat her. That's why Maddie kept rehearsing her solo, and Abby wouldn't say until she got to the competition,
To see who was
read
there.
the book.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So when Jill's like, Maddie didn't do a solo because she had a job, she did the group dance because she was there when Candy Apples did Chandelier.
Oh.
She was there. And I'm like,
see,
wow.
That is.
Yes.
See, no, if we were there, we would have been bitching about that.
Yep. So then Holly talks about Nia's upcoming music video. Everybody rolls their eyes.
They were so mean about that video.
And then Holly tells Jess that she wants JoJo to be a part of it. And they call JoJo in, and JoJo was so excited.
I know.
And she's like, thank you. Like, I don't know where their friendship ended up. And, you know.
JoJo and Nia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't either.
Like this
I don't
is
know
a real,
JoJo much.
I thought, a genuine friend moment. I did.
Yes. And like in Holly's interview, she says JoJo has been a very loyal friend. She's like, everything Nia has invited her to, she's shown up for. Which Nia hasn't known JoJo. These other people have known Nia since she was 3. Mm-hmm. And they did not show up.
Nope.
Says a lot.
Yep. So in Studio A, Abby gives the soloist a pep talk, and she's like, you went head-to-head to Kendall with JoJo last week. Did you win because you were better, or did you win because she forgot her dance? And then to Maddie, you don't want to step out on that stage and have some kid that's never done a thing win the overall high score of the day. Did you see they cut to a shot of Kendall when she said that? Mm-hmm. Rude. And then to Mackenzie, you're a representative of the ALDC. There's nothing that you shouldn't be able to handle. There's no way you should be able to be brought to tears when learning a dance. I'm not going to tolerate it. And then
One day to competition.
Okay, so now we're at competition. Why is Jill's dress so short?
Oh, hold on, guys.
Look at that.
Oh my!
skirt.
Actually, I don't think it's a skirt. I think that's shorts.
Is it?
I think I noticed it was shorts.
Oh, thank
like when she was
God.
moving around, like you could tell.
Because I was
No, I think it was shorts.
Okay. All right. That makes it better. Because I was like, damn, that's short.
How about Abby's shoes? Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Like those
are
thick
ugly.
orthopedic looking
That's
things.
like, but yeah, exactly.
They're ugly. So everybody else's dress is fine. Kira's boobs are...
I was just going to say,
She's
there are
pregnant.
a lot in that dress.
Yeah, she's pregnant. All right. Oh, my God. Did you see the tweet I tweeted you?
Happy birthday!
I said, it's so nice to celebrate a birthday off camera without me throwing anyone out of your house.
That's funny. It's my birthday.
It's your birthday. So everybody arrives at the dressing room. Kalani lets them know that Kira's in the hospital. And she's like, her health is more important than coming to this dance competition.
How about when they were filming it? Kalani's talking with her back to the camera. You would think, because there's 3 cameramen in the room, one of them would have got her from the front.
And you would think that someone would say, open up to camera.
Yeah.
How many times did we hear that?
I know. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah. And then in her interview, Melissa says, Kira's at the hospital right now because she was bleeding this morning. She's been having some problems with her pregnancy. We planned a surprise baby shower, but now we're not sure if she'll be here. So then Melissa calls Kira and she's like, I love you. Do you think they still love each other?
Not the reaction I got from Kira at the reunion.
No. So then Abby and Gianna come into the dressing room, and Nia's like, hey, I'm doing my upcoming music video. Nia just marches over. She's like, I'm doing my music video. I won't be there on Thursday. And Abby's like, well, you might not be in the group. And Nia's like,
fine.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And then Holly's like, clearly production says, ask Abby to play the song. And Abby's like, wrong place, wrong time. You know, if it was a Maxi song, we'd be listening to it. We'd be learning the words, all of it. And she says, I don't have time for this. The whole world doesn't revolve around Nia.
Well, it does for Holly.
Yeah. And so Jill's like, let's talk about Countdown to Nationals. Abby wants nothing to do with it because she's too busy
Doing Maddie's costume.
making sure every little nuance of that costume is perfect.
That costume was amazing.
Unbelievable.
Ugh.
That might be the best costume I've ever seen on Dance Moms.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
I loved it. I loved the dance. I loved it.
the leaves on her arm, everything about that costume was spectacular.
Amazing.
And Jill goes, everybody can clearly see the discrepancy in the costuming and the choreography.
Exactly.
And that's what wins dance competitions.
Yeah.
Maddie is scheduled to win. I'm like, oh, Jill,
That's what we said all the time.
And Jill fought with us about that.
I know.
Until it's
now
your kid.
times changed.
She's like, well, I'm in a Party City costume now, so I get why this sucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Jill's like trying to give Kendall a last minute pep talk, and she's like, if you drop your scarf, just pick it up. And Kendall's like, shut up. She literally is like,
Jill gets Kendall very flustered. Jill should stay away from Kendall before she goes on stage. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but like Brooke was that way. Like Brooke didn't want me disturbing her train of thought.
Yeah.
And I think Kendall's the same way. Just let them go. Otherwise, you're making them nervous or whatever.
Yep. So then she takes a break from helping Maddie so she can pick on Kenzie. And she was like, Mackenzie was bat crazy this week crying because of choreography. Do something without emotion besides cry. Like, purse your lips. So then Abby calls the soloists up and gives them the worst pep talk ever. She's like, yep, you guys have to dance so that we can see who wins.
And once again, she reminds us that Nationals is 2 weeks away.
As if we could.
I mean, how could we not know?
So then Mackenzie goes out and does bat crazy. Again, Party City costume. This costume.
Yeah.
Those little things.
It was like a Halloween costume with a black unitard. It was just a plain black unitard with
like little wings.
Yeah.
So her music starts early.
Yeah, what happened with that?
I think they just
it just started
play.
And she wasn't ready.
Yeah, but Abby owns the competition. Go tell the guy to start over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but Mackenzie,
She did fine.
She picked it up right up, did her thing, which I don't think she got enough accolades from Abby about.
No.
Because that was professional.
Yes, and she's very young to.
She's 10.
Yeah.
Like, our kids were 9 and 10 when the show started.
Yeah.
And we're always like, they were babies. Now Mackenzie's being treated like she's this old professional. She's 10.
Yeah.
So then, what did you think of the number?
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I did. I think it was...
I mean, her dances always remind me of Brooks. Mm-hmm. So I like that.
Yeah. So then Maddie does the woods.
I loved this dance. I don't know why.
There was a lot of really good
absolutely loved
choreography
the costume,
in it.
but the choreography was a little different.
Yes.
I'm so tired of seeing the same dances. So I loved this dance.
Mm-hmm. It was really, really good.
It was great.
And in her interview, I didn't write down exactly what Jill said. I wish I had, but what I wrote was Jill's interview was very real and honest. She was no longer like perpetuating a storyline. She was just defeated. She's like, there's literally no way anybody can compete
Compare
with
the
that.
two.
I mean, Kendall's choreography was...
Yes, and the costume was atrocious. It had a prop. I mean, it was definite. People ask if it's scripted. No, it's not scripted.
But this
but
is manipulated.
That is a perfect example. Compare the choreography, compare the costume, and compare the prop and the prop. Kendall had no chance.
None.
Just like we used to argue, Paige has no chance. Chloe has no chance.
And everyone's like, you're
sucks.
just jealous. I'm like, you're
No,
not
it sucks.
jealous. It sucks. And the thing that sucks the most is that you sit in your interview on Tuesday and you have to pretend, after knowing the results, that your daughter actually had a chance when you know she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So then it comes back to the child. Well, if she would have been in class more, she might have won.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. So Kendall drops her scarf at one point in the dance, and I just wrote effing prop. So, I mean, we just said that her dance was fine. Was it good? Not really. Was it Kendall's fault? No. But and I think Abby was like, you need to give me more, Kendall. I think Kendall's defeated. I think when somebody has a good dance, you go out there and you give it something, but when you're like, oh my God, I never am going to win. And she had
I think
her
that
dance.
happened with both of my kids.
Oh.
I think that's why they were just so over the show. They were just like, this is,
Oh, yeah.
like, I'm not improving in dance. I'm not enjoying dance. I'm being, but like,
Tortured.
how, why? And people wonder why the kids don't dance anymore.
Yeah, they have trauma from it.
Yeah.
And my last episode of season 4, when I'm like fussing at Chloe in the hallway, I'm like giving her a hard time. Then I look back on that and I'm like, shame on me because she's defeated.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I can't make you want this. But then the child just had 12 turns taken out of her dance and being told do 2. And Chloe's like, well, I have no shot.
Exactly.
So I do, like, I look back on some of the stuff I said and I'm like, oh my God, for as frustrated as I was, I can't even imagine how frustrated she was. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, how about Paige not having any music?
Yeah.
Until the morning of the competition.
Yeah.
There was no reason Paige should have had to dance that day.
Nope.
Like, if Maddie didn't have her music the morning of, she would not be going on that stage.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But let's put Paige on there so she forgets it and she's the stupid
dum-dum.
one.
Yep. So now in the dressing room, Jill is sitting. First of all, I said, whoever did the wide shot of Jill with her legs crossed because you could see cellulite. And look, if I sat here, you could see.
Oh my God, I
That
got so
was-
much sad.
But that was such a dirty shot of her. I was like, shame on like you did not
Our
have to
assholes,
show
yeah.
that shot of her.
Yeah.
Because Jill has pretty legs, and that shot was bad.
Yeah.
I felt bad. So Jill's venting her frustrations to the other moms. She's like, Maddie is always given an unfair advantage. And she's like, and she never has to deal with a prop. And she's like, Melissa's mad. She's mad. She's sitting there and she's like, whatever. And Jill says, Kendall will always be a runner-up to Maddie, and that's where Abby wants her. And she's...
Which is exactly what Chloe was.
Yep.
So now Chloe's gone, and so Kendall's there. Just like Nia. Nia's the
Now the
loser
whipping girl.
or whatever, because Paige is gone.
Yep. So now the girls come back in the dressing room, and Abby's like, Maddie, you were extraordinary. And she's like...
She was good.
Yeah, and she's like, Kenzie, you are good. And then Kendall, if you really want to be a professional dancer, you have to let go emotionally. You're trying to do it, but it's all wrapped up in this tight little package instead of making me want to cry with you. And I think Kendall was crying in that moment, but I don't think they focused on it. Her eyes were tearing up. But also, give her something
That's
to
hard
work
to
with.
hear, you know? Like, she's basically like, you suck.
Yeah.
Like...
So now Abby's like, get ready for the group dance. Kira arrives, and she's like, you know what? I'm fine. I just need to rest. And I'm like, well, you better leave the show. I don't know what you think you're rushing on the show.
How about when the announcer announces the group dance? Abby's like, this is the worst announcer I've ever heard in my life. Christi, that is the announcer who always does sheer talent.
I know. And that's her friend.
And exactly.
Like, you hired him.
Exactly. And you're saying that on national television. Like, I don't know. Whatever.
So the ALDC comes out.
How about those costumes?
Kelly, I wrote, these are so effing ugly. And I said she clearly spent her entire costuming budget on Maddie's costume.
Yeah, but I love that costume.
Oh,
But
no, but these are
I get the idea,
awful.
though, of what she was thinking about these
Like
costumes.
ugly bridesmaids dress.
Well, and they're all different colors because, you know, everybody has a different color. So this is, you know, somebody was in a pink wedding, somebody was in a purple wedding, somebody was in a
and now
yellow
they're all
wedding.
just mixed together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think she was going for. And then they all have different hair things. But
I was dead at Kira's face in the audience watching this because Kira is used to like her daughter dancing like real
Gorgeous.
competitive numbers,
Yeah.
and she's just like,
Did you not like this dance?
I hated this dance.
Really? I
didn't like
mind
it. I did not like this number at all. No, I think it was. I think they're better than this.
I thought, other than, I think it was this dancer, maybe it was the next one, they were very together. Like when they
Yeah.
went down to the floor and
Yeah.
stuff, I thought they seemed very together.
Yeah, I did not like this number, and I like musical theater. I did not. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I couldn't get past the costumes. It was bad in my opinion. Okay, so now we're at awards. Mackenzie gets first in the junior category for her solo. Kendall gets second, and Maddie gets first. First.
First overall.
Yeah, and in preteen.
Yeah.
And then the ALDC places first in the preteen group. So going back to the dressing room, we find out without any fanfare that Kira's having a boy. We just see it's a boy. I'm like, oh, I guess we know
It's a
Kira's
boy,
having a boy. Okay. Kira's excited, and she smiles, and she opens up the ALDC onesie.
Why did they make it purple?
I thought it was blue.
Well, why did they make it blue?
Because it's a boy.
Oh, but ALDC is
It's
like red and
red.
black. I thought it would have been red
Well,
and black. Because
actually-
it's the ALDC, like to go with
yeah,
their
and red is a
boy.
I guess. I don't.
I just thought it would have matched like their.
Well, the PA who had to buy the onesie could only find a blue.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. So then Kira opens up a ring pop that is supposed to be her engagement ring. And she's like, well, I guess this is my engagement ring because my boyfriend is a cheap ass.
Was it you that told me, or Melissa that told me? Did they buy her a ring?
She gets engaged on, I think maybe the reunion coming up in 2 weeks. And I think they bought her ring. I don't know that. So if they did not buy Kira's ring, I apologize. I don't know. I'm not starting a rumor. I feel as though I was told they bought her ring.
Okay.
Again, Kira
I want
could
them to buy me one.
Kira could say, no, we bought my ring or he bought my ring. I don't know. I feel as though they bought her ring. I think I heard that somewhere.
Okay.
So Jill points out that this is her third marriage. which is kind of shady. And then kids, I don't know why they make the kids do this. They plaster her with cake. I'd be so annoyed.
I know. And then she's like, you got it in my eyelashes.
And I just washed my hair. So then kids leave. Kira cleans the frosting. Abby discusses the girls' schedule after nationals. And it's clear that the moms are leaving and going home because Jill's second daughter, Charlotte, is graduating. And they're arguing with Abby. Now, this gets a little convoluted.
And Melissa had plans to go
to
away.
Hawaii with Greg.
Yeah.
But hold on. Now, let's decipher this for the fans who don't understand really what's going on here. So Abby is now all of a sudden changing it that the girls have to stay in LA to take extra classes because it's almost nationals. Out of nowhere, now she wants to do classes, even though the moms have been begging for them for 10 weeks. And they're like, well, they have classes in Pittsburgh. They can take those. And Abby's like, no. They need to stay here. I know what those classes are. And she's trying to change their plans. And Jill's saying, we're scheduled to go home on the 3rd. And Melissa's like, yeah, I'm going to Hawaii. And then Abby's like, well, you guys can all leave, but leave your underage children here so that they can take classes and just stay with me
Oh, gosh.
And then Jill's like, Kendall hasn't seen her family in 3 months. And Abby's like, too bad.
Abby doesn't have family, so she doesn't know what that's like.
Nope. And Jill goes, no, it's not too bad, Abby. And then Abby's a smart mouth about it and goes, well, I'm glad I didn't pick Kendall for nationals. I'm glad she didn't win today. And Jill's just like,
how rude. Mm-hmm. I'm glad my student didn't win today.
Yep. But that's her.
But let me be your manager.
Right. But now,
I'm glad you lost.
Pay attention because Melissa is saying they're
she
leaving on
changed
the
her
3rd.
tune.
Yeah, she's like, oh, my kids can stay. And that pisses Jill off. And she's like, that's not what you said, Melissa. And she goes, Melissa, you say stuff in front of Abby, then you turn around and do different stuff behind her back, which is our problem.
Which we always say, yes.
And then they continue to argue. And Jill's like, you changed your story from 1 minute to the next just to make her happy. And that is exactly what happened with the AUDC of it all. Because we all said we weren't sending our kids. And then Melissa turned around behind our backs and sent her kids to get ahead, even though we all agreed. Now, here's the problem with it. Okay, she wants to do that to get ahead. But then you call us and say, I'm going to send my kids. We would have all sent our kids.
Exactly.
So now it looks like...
But that was on purpose.
I'm aware, but then she's like, she can't figure out why we're mad.
Yeah.
Because you just purposely did something to hurt the other kids with Abby instead of being honest with us. And we would have said, okay, that's your choice to send them, but at least now
and we would have had the opportunity. Yeah.
I'm operating with all of the information now.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Well, how about Melissa? She's like, well, we all can change our mind. It's not a crime.
And then Jill's
well, then
like,
tell us.
We can, but don't sit here and yell at me, Melissa, in front of Abby. Then Melissa, of course, just starts swearing. And I love Holly.
Holly's laughing.
Because she's just like, I'm watching them go at it. And she goes, I think Jill got a small glimpse of what it's like to be left hanging. Because Holly puts up with this crap, too. And then...
Jill tells Melissa to watch her mouth. Wonder what she was saying.
Well, I don't think she was saying, like, watch your mouth with me. I think she was saying, like, watch your mouth what you're saying on TV. But she was obviously saying something pretty bad. And then Melissa's like, no, I'm not going to watch my mouth because I'm leaving. And Jill goes, just be aware that every one of us know what you said. You changed your mind in front of Abby. And she said, I just said I changed my mind. And like Jill,
Jess and Holly are laughing.
Because they're like, you know?
This is so stupid.
Well, but they're also like, this is what Melissa does. Which, you know, Jill and Melissa were besties. And I think Jill wasn't used to getting screwed by Melissa. Mm-hmm. And she's like, now you're screwing my kid over. Mm-hmm. Which now we're saying, like, Kendall has a bad costume. She's using a prop. She's set up to lose. Melissa's screwing you over. But you came in and fought with us about that. Mm-hmm. And now the shoe's on the other foot, so you see what it's like.
Yes.
So, anyway, how many drinks did you need to get through this episode?
Well, I had one.
Me too. Worst outfit?
Holly's.
Oh, 100%.
Pyramid. Yeah, that was bad.
That was terrible. It reminded me of, like, I don't know, something that, like, they would have worn in Break Into Electric Boogaloo or something from the 80s. It was terrible.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Favorite line of the episode?
Kira, when she said...
There's a lot of unhappy married people.
Yeah.
Facts. Favorite dance?
Maddie's.
Hands down.
My favorite dance, I think, on Dance Moms.
Yeah, it was really great. Well, that is it. So we're going to go over and do our after party. And make sure that if you want to get this episode early or any of our episodes early, go to patreon.com/backtothebar. And if you want to watch this not live, but if you want to watch this on YouTube and see the beautiful surroundings we are in, check it out on YouTube.
It's much better than doing this in my living room or dining room, wherever the hell I do it.
And if you ever have a chance, go to Bahamas.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. All right, guys, we'll see you back here next week.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Electric